favorites video for the month of May. It's crazy that we're in June, isn't it? We're already halfway through the year and the year is almost over. It's insane. So, I have a few favorites to talk to you guys about, so I can't wait, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with skincare because I like to mix it up a little bit and just change it up. The first favorite I want to talk about is the Korres White. The first favorite I want to talk about is by Korres, and it's the Wild Rose Brightening Targeted Tone Corrector. I don't think I've mentioned this on my channel before. A lot of the stuff I might not have mentioned it. If I did, well then there you go. But this has been a favorite of mine just because I've noticed that my skin doesn't have the darkness and the scarring on my face, because I'm a bad person when it comes to picking at my face, and I do that a lot, but I've been getting better at it, and I feel like the darkness on my face from the scarring and all of that, and just from long time scarring and darkness, has been diminishing, and I think it's thanks to this. And I love it because it smells amazing. It smells like roses. I've been really into skincare lately, and I think it's because I've started to drink a lot of water and just get into taking care of my acne and, you know, helping it to go away. And I've been doing pretty well with that. I have a favorite here that was mentioned by that girl Shay XO, and if you don't follow her, you should, because she's definitely inspired me to try this little baby right here. This is the Garnier Skin Active Clearly Brighter Sunscreen with sunscreen of SPF 15. It's a brightening and smoothing daily moisturizer. I love this stuff. Like, I hope I never ever run out of it. I will definitely go to the store and buy this because this is a must-have. Now, I have oily skin, especially during the summer months. I'm not able to talk right now, I don't know why. During the summer months, I get oily skin. So when I get oily skin, it's hard for me to find a moisturizer that will sink into the skin and absorb itself quickly enough so that I can move on to primer and then move on to makeup for the day. When I got this, I was pleasantly surprised with how well it works with my skin. It does not break me out. It absorbs quickly into the skin in the morning. I love it. It's affordable. It's drugstore brand. I mean, I think it's about $13 or $14 depending on where you buy it. So this is a must-have. If you haven't tried this, you need to. Next product is the Tarte Maracuja Sea Brightener Eye Treatment. Now this is a pricey product. I can't lie. It's, I believe, $38 or $39. It's pricey, but I feel like to me it's worth it because it absorbs well underneath my eyes. This is where I put it. I put it underneath my eyes and around my eyes. I use this in the day and in the nighttime also, and then I go in with my makeup in the morning. This is really moisturizing, and I feel like I don't have as many lines increasing underneath my eyes when I use this. It's a little pricey, so I recommend if you're gonna buy this, wait for a sale, like a 20% off sale or something like that. I'm thinking it's the 40% off sale, but whenever they have a sale, that's when I buy this baby. And I use very, very little of this. I mean, this is it's a nice cream. It's very, how can I explain this? It's not thick, but it's not thin either. I think it's thin enough so that it absorbs well underneath the eyes, but I feel like a little bit goes a long way. You do not need a lot of this to put underneath your eyes. I feel like it will last me forever because I don't use that much of it, but I use a little bit, and I pat very gently under the eyes because that is what you're supposed to. Next, for skincare, I have a tool that is a favorite of mine, and I've never mentioned this on my channel because I feel like my skin is either a love it or leave it kind of thing. Like, there are some products that it works for and some products that it hates. But this product has been a favorite of mine for months. It's been about 3 months, I want to say, that I've been using this once in the daytime, like in the, well, not even, I used to use this once in the morning, but I stopped doing that. I use this nightly. I use this once a night, every night, with my Acne Murad cleanser. And I use this, and this is very gentle on the skin, and I appreciate how gentle it is because my skin is very sensitive. And I mean, just a minor scratch of something, like the Clarisonic. The Clarisonic I used to use, but then I had to stop using it because I felt like the brush head was way too abrasive on my own skin. So I feel like this is a lot more gentler. It's really, really soft. I mean, I can't explain it. It's like silicone feeling little beads, if I want to call it beads, I don't know. But this is called the Fore Luna Mini. They have a big one and then they have a little mini. I got this mini off of HSN last year, I want to say, and I know I'd never mentioned it on my channel because I felt like At the time, my skin was like loving it and just not loving it, so I didn't think it was worth mentioning, but lately my skin has been loving it and it's been a favorite of mine for a while. Next, I want to talk about this primer. Now, I hauled this primer recently in my Sephora haul. I'm not sure when that was, but it's the itCosmetics number 50 Serum Collagen Veil Anti-Aging Primer. This has been a favorite of mine only because I feel like it's been hydrating to the skin. Sometimes I feel like I need that, a little bit of hydration. I don't necessarily think that this minimizes pores or anything like that, but I feel like it hydrates the skin really well and it absorbs really well. If I can compare this to something, I feel like it works just like the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. It feels similar to that, and the smell of this primer, it's like, it's got some floral fragrance to it, but it's not strong. It's something that I can deal with, but it's a really good primer. It's very hydrating, so I think that's the point of it. I mean, it says right here. It says hydrating, anti-aging, peptides, essential, lipid-rich oils, vitamins, extracts, and botanicals. So I think it's very good for the skin if you want a hydrating feel for a primer. Next, we're going to move into makeup, which is the most exciting thing in the whole wide world. The first favorite of mine is going to be this little cute baby powder right over here. This is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder, Translucent. Been loving this stuff. I take a brush. I just started using this brush, the one that we just got in our bag, and you'll see that video. I have a different video where I'm showing things and then I'm mentioning the brushes that we got for the month of June, because I was doing different videos and recording and pre-filming because I don't have time to film as much. So I've been starting to use this brush, or any brush that you use under the eyes, dip it to the powder and then start packing it underneath the eyes. I don't necessarily bake, but I go in there with the brush and tap, tap, tap. This powder does not let me crease until maybe 6 hours, 7 hours later. I work a 12-hour shift. This is a really good powder for underneath the eyes. Yes, it is a high-end brand. That's why I bought the baby size. I think the baby size is $18, and the big size, I'm not sure how much it is, but it is pretty expensive. So, yeah. I might just keep buying the baby size because I use it a lot, but I feel like you have so much in here that it's gonna take you a really long way. Next favorite of mine is a concealer by Morphe. This is the new Morphe concealer in the shade Oats. Now, Oats is more of my shade. I actually bought Macchiato, and Macchiato is like a tad bit darker, and I feel like I didn't know at the time when I was looking at the concealers and the swatches online, I didn't know which shade was going to be right for me. That's why I purchased Oats. When I purchased Oats, I said Oats and Macchiato, which one is it going to be? And then it ended up being Oats. Oats is definitely my shade, if not just a tad bit lighter. I like using this underneath the eyes or wherever else I need a little bit of highlighting or concealing and just blend it all out. This is really inexpensive. I will leave the Morphe website down below if you guys want to check this product out. The Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula has been my go-to bronzer for a little while now, that I don't even remember how long it's been. I love this bronzer. I love it because it's not too pigmented, it's buildable, and it smells amazing, and it just blends out so nicely. I actually have it on right now. Don't know if you can tell, but it's a beautiful bronzer. And it just always smells like pina colada. I love it. I have mine in the shade Bronzer. There are two shades. There's Bronzer, which is this shade, and then Light Bronze, which is a lighter shade. I saw Kathleen Lights mention this in her video, and I went to look for it, and I saw it said Light Bronze, and then I had to go back to her video and see that it was bronze. So I was like, nope, this one was way too, the other one was way too light for me. I thought was way too light and it wouldn't show up on my skin, so bronze is definitely the better choice. The original BeautyBlender has made its way back into my heart. I actually put this down a while ago when I started going in with the foundation brushes, when I discovered the M439, which has been a favorite, but I just haven't been using it as much since I put the BeautyBlender back in my life. I started using this again. The reason why I think I stopped using it is because I think the pink dye in the sponge was giving me a reaction on my skin back when I was breaking out a lot before I started Curology. I feel like the dye in the BeautyBlender was kind of making the texture of my skin rise, and it was giving me some sort of reaction, so I stopped using it, and that's why I went with foundation brushes to apply my makeup. But then recently I've been using this nonstop for my concealer, my foundation, and it's just been so much faster and quicker when I don't have any time to apply makeup. So this has been amazing to me. Along with the BeautyBlender, I've been using the Blender Cleanser Solid. This one is amazing. I had the liquid one a very long time ago and I did not like it at all. I don't know why. I think it was because it was super messy and it's just, I couldn't work with it. The cleanser liquid could not work with it. So the solid is definitely my better choice. When you purchase the beauty blenders off of HSN, or if there's some sort of a special on Sephora or Ulta, not Ulta, why am I saying Ulta? The beauty blender, not even sold at Ulta. Sephora and HSN, when they have beauty blender specials, they usually have the beauty blender with the little refill with it. I like to take the refill and pop it into my original casing of the blender cleanser solid and just use it that way and clean my beauty blenders and sometimes my brushes. I mean, this is pretty good for both, and I think it's an amazing tool. I don't want to be without this. This is pretty good. For the eyes, I have been loving the Manny MUA in collab with a Makeup Geek palette, and I've been loving the shades Beaches and Cream, Sora, and Luna, which is these three right over here. Luna, I actually took with my finger and I blended all over my eye and my crease. I think it was, I don't forget what day it was, but I was running late to work. I woke up really late and I just thought, you know what, one shadow. Took my finger, dipped it into Luna, put it all over my lid and my crease, and it looked beautiful. It looked beautiful with so little effort. It was amazing. So I got this eyelash curler at the Dollar Tree and it was $1, and I didn't think it was gonna work for me because I figured, you know, I'm not gonna curl my lashes. It's $1, you get what you paid for. I was wrong. This eyelash curler is really, really, really good at lifting and kind of like pinching your lashes up and lifting them up. The only complaint I would say I have about this is because it's very stiff. You have to really squeeze and get in there and work hard to curl your lashes because it's really, really stiff, but I'm thinking that's a good thing because eventually it's going to loosen up and it's going to get a little older. I mean, it might not curl your lashes, and it might not curl your lashes just as well. For $1, you can't beat that. I have been loving the Benefit RollerLash mascara, and I don't know if I've mentioned this in a favorites video. I didn't know how I felt about it. The wand is perfect. It's curved. The bristles are very short, but they somehow managed to separate my lashes and comb right through them like magic. Now, can I say that I can use this mascara without an eyelash curler? I can't really say that. I mean, if I want a quick coat of mascara without pinching my lashes up, why am I saying pinching? If I want a coat of mascara, if I want to use this mascara without curling my lashes, I can, but the problem with that is the only thing is that my lashes won't go up. They're very straight, so I feel like I still have to curl my lashes just a little bit because I feel like even though this works really great at separating my lashes and lifting them just a little bit, when I want the complete lift, I feel like I need to use an eyelash curler just to make sure that they're up the way I want them to be, you know? The e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner in Black. This is a $3 liquid liner and it reminds me of the NYC liquid liner, which I cannot find anywhere. I cannot find that liquid liner anywhere. And they stopped carrying it at Walmart. They replaced Walmart's NYC line with the e.l.f. line, which I'm not complaining, but I kind of miss a liquid liner from NYC, and I wish they could find a store which they would have them at. But this is good for now. It's $3 and the brush tip is very flexible and bendy, so it's so easy for you to just draw out the line. The Benefit Gimme Brow, I have not used this in such a long time that I just looked at my collection and I'm like, hey, maybe I should try using that again. I love it. It's been a favorite of mine and I've been using it a lot lately when I set my brows, and it's so awesome. I almost dropped it. The brush tip is so tiny. There are a lot of dupes that have come out with this, and I'm actually interested in trying the Essence one. There's one by Essence that I've been seeing a lot on Instagram. They're saying that it's a dupe for this one, so I really want to try that. But Essence is only carried in Ulta, so I'll have to look into that. But this one has been a favorite. Colourpop's brow pencils are awesome. I love them, and I've been really loving this one. This one's called Black and Brown. It's dark. I have it in my eyes right now, so with this one, I actually go in with a light hand. I do have Banging Brunette, and I love that one too, but I don't have it with me to show you guys. But I like to go upward in my brows to give them like strokes, hair strokes. So this has been really nice, but I've been going in it with a light hand to make it look more natural. And I love it because it's got the product on one end, spoolie on the other, which I lost the cap for, so don't judge. But when you roll up the pen when you roll up the liner, you have to be careful because if you roll up too much, you cannot go back down. So you have to be careful with that. Oh, and did I mention $5 liner? Can't go wrong. Alright, so I have a brush favorite, and it's going to be the E1 by Morphe. Now, Morphe E-Light brushes are actually 40% off, and their brushes are actually the same looking handles, same looking bristles, but their bristles on the top, the tips, are actually gray, like a light grayish color. And I actually questioned about this on their Instagram post. Hold on a second. Alright, so back to the show. I have the Morphe E1, and like I was saying, I commented in an Instagram post from Morphe wondering about these brushes and the Elite E-Light. I'm not sure which one it is, but somebody commented to me, told me that these were the new ones that they were actually going to come out with. So the Elite brushes that have the bristles that are light gray, those are the ones that are being discontinued and they're being sold quickly with the 40% off sale, and then these are going to be the new ones. So Morphe was kind enough to send the new ones to us, which is so awesome. This brush is so nice and dense, and it's so wide so that I feel like it covers the majority of my face. I love using this brush to set the rest of my makeup with powder, so this is a really awesome brush. The Morphe Brush Club is amazing, and yeah, I love it. It's been a favorite of mine for a little while now. Last but not least, I have one Lippie to share with you. I've been getting into my Urban Decay lipsticks lately, and I feel like I have other brands that I need to get into because I have been over the moon with Colourpop. So for this Lippie is called Liar. It's sheer, the sheer formula, and this is the old packaging because there was a sale going on pretty much everywhere that Urban Decay was sold. Their Lippies were half off, $11 for their lipsticks. So I thought that was an amazing deal. I have like 4 additional ones, so I have 5 lipsticks total of Urban Decay. So I actually want their new ones, their Vice ones. There are some shades that I don't have that I want very badly. But the sheer Liar is just so beautiful. It's perfect for any makeup look that you just feel like you want to tone down your lippy. It's perfect for on the go. You can throw this in your purse. It's very sheer. It's just enough pigment, but it's not over the top. But it's still pretty. It's pretty and it's sheer and it's so beautiful and I love it. Oh, and I can't get enough of their purple toned looking packaging, which of course it's going to be gone pretty soon. So I'm just loving it for now. So I think that is it. Those are all my favorites for the month of May. I almost said June. That's not cool. For the month of May, those are all of my favorites. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Maybe we share favorites together. Let me know if some of these favorites were your favorites for the month of May or at all. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I've got tons and tons of videos coming up and I don't want you guys missing out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Just look how beautiful that is. It's so beautiful. It's so reflective. I love it. I mean, it's even perfect just to decorate your area. I don't know if you can see. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to use